Market update on the 4th. Crazy day. We had 1.5% moves within the day. I don't know why it's moving like that. We have the VIX down here at 24.25, which I don't think the move should be that big. I guess I don't know for sure on the VIX, but normally I feel like those moves happen when we're around 30, not this low. So, interesting day. I traded down here. I bought some calls because I saw this as a corrective wave. So I knew we were going to have a C wave to at least 373. Ended up selling at 373.80 after buying down here. And it ran all the way to 376.40. So I didn't get all of it, but I ended up positive on the day. And a positive day is always a good day. So this is what I see for this move now. I'm going to start using these wave tools a little bit more. They were suggested to me. I'm going to start using them on a larger time frame. So we have A, B, C. I see this as the overall A wave. And then we have A, B, and I think we're going to get a C wave down here. So this will end up being the overall B wave. I'll do the other alternative here in a second, but this is the first one that I think is probably the most accurate. So ABCA, ABCB, within this C wave, which we're currently on, I see this as one, two, three, hold on for a second. So 3 down here. So that's basically what I see. So first wave's right here, second wave here, third wave, fourth wave, and we'll go over this fourth wave now on a lower time frame. This is what happened today. Basically, I see this as ABCA, B, ABC again, equals the overall fourth wave. This pulled back to close to the 0.5 fib. So it was a little bit bigger fourth wave than I would have liked. Pretty much exactly at the 0.5 fib. But it did not cross over into the first wave. And so I consider that right now, currently, that looks like the fourth wave to me. And we're on the fifth wave. So we know this is not the fifth wave because it didn't break below the third wave. But if we zoom in here even farther, I'm not going to use the tool on the smaller time frames, but we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 1. Then we have 2. And then we can use our parallel lines. And you can see it clearly goes through this right here. So then we can count that one. We have 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Third wave right here. So 3 and 4 and 5. So now the question is, what are we doing here? It looks to me like, again, I'm going to use this for now. We got A, B, and we got our C wave up here. It went a little bit farther than the 1.61 fib, so it was kind of a big move. But I think that it is a valid second wave. Currently, we pulled back to the 0.78 fib pretty much. So not close. If it goes over this, then I would start wondering if it's actually correct. 376.98, the 0.78 fib. But for now, I think it is the most likely scenario. So again, after this, let me zoom out a little bit. So if we know that this is the first wave right here, this candle, this is a second wave, we can use our fib retracement tool and find out third wave target would be 364.86. And pull back to like 367 for our fourth wave. So it's going to look something like this. Now let's figure out where the fifth wave would be. So fifth wave, I'm looking for like low 360s, pretty much like 360 exactly would be my target. So we're going to look something like this. Kind of like that. And then that would be the overall C wave and the overall B wave. So I think that's the number one way I'm looking at this right now. So again, we have ABCA, ABCB. Within that, we have A, B, 1, 2, 3, 4. And then we have within that 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So target is low 360s. And let me get rid of these now and go over the second option. Second option is that this is the end of either the B wave. So we have either 1 or A. This is going to be either 2 or B. And put that at like 16. Right here. So A, B, C, and that's it. Actually, it'd be right here. The C wave, 2 or B would be right here at the very top of this. And we're beginning the 5 wave move down, except for this time it's not a C wave, it's a 5 wave move. So currently we are, like I said with the last one, we're coming down here to 360 either way. So 360 on this one would just be the overall first wave. And if it came to 360, we'd pull back to 375. And then let's zoom out here and I'll give you like a good. So 360, 375. And then we'd be looking at 343 minimum for a third wave. And then fourth wave would pull back to 350. And then the last move down would be down to like 330, 329, 330. Basically the pre-COVID highs. So it's going to look like this. We'll use the tool one more time. Look like, let's see, 360, 375, 343. What did I pull back to? Kind of like that. So this is either the first wave down or C, basically. If it's a first wave down, we're pretty much going down to, and this could go to the 2.61 fib too. This is only the conservative projection. So 330. If we zoom out here, obviously on the weekly time frame, you can see that's basically going to break the pre-COVID high and come down here into this area right here. So that's pretty much it. Those are the two different possibilities I see. I'm leaning towards the first one, come down to 360. That completes the overall C wave and the overall B wave. And then after that, if we go to 360, get rid of these again. 360 we'd be looking for about 400 after that. So it'd just be like down here and then 400 on the next bounce. So looking at the time on that, we have midterms on Tuesday. I mean, it could be the elections that cause this to happen, or maybe we still sell off after the elections and then bounce. I think the elections might be the determining factor on how this is going to play out. If it's a first wave, second wave, third wave, fourth wave, fifth wave, we might be looking at a Democrat sweep possibility. If it's a Republican sweep, we're probably going to get a bounce, in my opinion. That's just kind of what I think would make the most sense. Obviously, I don't know how the market's going to react, but that's kind of what I would think would happen. The VIX. The VIX coming down here and making a new low today. And again, just going to come down to the election. Like I said, I think I said this in the last video, but basically, if we come down here to 20 and then we go up, that's going to cause a way bigger sell-off than if we only stop right here. We need to come down here to 20 in order for them to push us down to the low 300s. So if we start going up now, it's going to be less of a sell-off, pretty much, is what I gather, mostly from the VIX. You want it to come down here to the 20s if you're a bear. Load up on puts, they're cheaper, and then when it comes down, you're going to get a bigger spike. The dollar is starting to do what I was talking about in the last video. We have, where's the tool at? So we have A, B, C. This is A. We got B right here. And then we got a huge sell-off today. And last video, I had the targets at 106 to 108. And I still think that's the number one way this is going to work out. We're probably going to see a 5-wave move just like this. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5, somewhere in that area. That's what I like to see over the next, probably over the next, let's see, September to about the next month. So I would say till early December, pretty much. Last thing to look at are yields. I'll go over Apple too, actually. Yields went up today, though. They are still putting in a B wave, though. So again, the exact same thing. Just going to be A, B, C, just like that down there. And I expect it to go all the way to 3.7% on this C wave. Last thing to look at is going to be Apple. Oops. Apple. To me, it looks like this is completed. It looks like it completed a 5-wave move to me. Unless this is a second wave, which is a possibility. It looks like to me 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Let's zoom in here on the 5-minute time frame and just look though. It puts in a 5-wave move right here. But the thing is, this move right here looks corrective, which actually it would be for a second wave. So we can't really tell where this is going. Let's see how far it pulled back to. Pulled back right to the 0.5 fib. So there's a good chance this could either go down here for a third wave, or if the fifth wave's done right here, we're looking at a pullback all the way to 145. So yeah, it's going to be kind of a determining factor on if SPY, which way it goes. I would lean towards this bouncing to 145. But then again, I feel like SPY has another wave down, so we'll see what happens next week. I loaded up on some, I did some in the money puts just in case I'm wrong, so I can add if we go to 380. But I added some 120, 380 puts on both of my accounts. And I have some bullish positions as well. I sold some puts, sold some calls. So I'm ready for next week. The most likely scenario is going to be 360 though. So I'll put the key takeaways in the description. Let me know what you think in the comments, and please like and subscribe so I can keep on putting out content and trying to figure out what the market is doing every single day. Anyway, have a good weekend, and hopefully everyone made some good money this week. It was a tough week trading. So if you did good, then that's awesome. All right, have a good weekend.